Hello, beautiful souls. We're talking about self-love and self-care in quarantine and beyond. And today I want to talk about the myth of positivity. We live in a world, in a culture that is very uncompromising, that is unforgiving, and in which it is absolutely not allowed to be weak, to be depressed, to be less than perfect. And when we start to work on ourselves, when we discover this idea that we create our own reality, that our thoughts create experiences, and that we are 100% responsible for our future, it should be nice, it should be empowering, but we tend to be obsessed by this idea that from now on we should no longer have any negative thoughts or feelings or emotions or experiences, because if we do, it's a failure. It's because we have not been positive enough. And I like to talk about this misunderstanding, because really we are not supposed to be positive all the time, and it's not possible. If we didn't have pain, if we didn't have sadness, grief in our lives, we wouldn't be able to be empathetic with other people, and that would make us psychopaths, really. And we wouldn't understand the feelings of the people around us and their needs. And what we need to do in order to grow and to evolve is, instead of trying to avoid anything that is painful, is we should try to listen, to welcome these experiences, and to learn the lesson. And that's not always easy, because we don't want pain, and because we don't like to think that our reality is less than perfect. But of course, at the moment, we are forced to realize that there are terrible things happening, and then there are very scary, angry, frustrated feelings all the time around us and in ourselves as well. And what we should try to do is understand them. Every negative experience, mental or physical, is a wake-up call. When you're sick, your body is trying to tell you that maybe you need to rest, maybe you need to eat differently, maybe you need to find another job that will be less stressful and demanding, or another kind of activity, maybe. When people treat you badly, it might be a sign that your inner talk is negative. When you consistently attract partners that take you for granted, it's probably a sign that you think you don't deserve to be loved, because you don't love yourself. So everything has a meaning, and everything is designed to actually help you, even if it's not pleasant in the moment. But the thing is, we usually don't learn from our successes. We don't analyze success, and we are forced to analyze failures because we don't want them to happen again. So the universe is sending us painful experiences in the hope that we will try to understand the message. And the good news is that if you pay attention and if you understand what's happening to you, it's probably not going to happen again, because you won't need the lesson a second time, unless you refuse to listen. So at the moment, we have a lot of time to listen to our self-talk, to pay attention to what other people tell us, and we get to decide what we want to do with all this information and with this experience. We get to recreate our future, and it's a good time for course correcting, for making big decisions, because whether we want it or not, the future will be very different from what we expected anyway. So it's up to you. And the one thing you need to realize and to remember at all times is that every experience, deep down, the main message that you need to remember is that you need to be kinder to yourself. You need to be more patient. You need to accept everything that is happening to you, everything that you've created, everything that you are. You are not perfect. You're human, and you don't want to be perfect. You want to be vulnerable. You want to be human. You want to be kind and empathetic, and that means imperfect, but very beautiful. That's all for today. Stay tuned and take care.